Hello, it's April from April's Home, and today I'm here with an Azure Standard haul. I am going to go ahead and combine the next couple of Azure Standard hauls all into one video. I don't need very many large orders this month, so I thought it would be better to just go ahead and add those two together, add the two orders together into one video, so it'll be a little bit longer, and you can see some of the things that we picked out. This order is a little bit smaller as they were out of some of the items that I ordered, but that is okay. We got a lot of the good things and all of the things that we needed for right now. So I got another 25-pound bag of rolled oats. I just wanted to be sure and be completely stocked up. This is a product that we use all the time, every single day. We make oats, so we go through oats quite a bit. So I got a 25-pound bag of those. Also got this 25-pound bag of yellow, whole yellow corn, just to experiment with and see how I like this. See if I can try grinding this in a different grinder than I grind my wheat, or possibly just cooking it up according to some of the directions on the bag, or hand grinding it, or some other project. But I just wanted to have some of this on hand and see what I can use this for. I just love experimenting in the kitchen. I have my June sales flyer here that I'll look through later. And going along with the oatmeal, I also thought I would try these 9-grain flakes out. They looked really interesting. They had hard red wheat, oat groats, triticale berries, rye berries, de-hulled barley, soft white wheat, spelt berries, and hard white wheat and flax. And it looks like you cook it up very similarly to oatmeal. Just thought this would be a nice thing to try out as well. And then I picked up some more of our onions. We go through a ton of onions around here, and Azure onions are my favorite. They always last a really long time and are really good quality. This is something I've had on my list a couple of weeks in a row, and it almost looked like it was going to be sold out this time, but luckily it did ship. These are the freeze-dried peas that I thought I would add to my pantry here. Nice big bag of those. And then we got some yellow potatoes, and then also a nice big bag of kale here. This is a really big bag of kale. I'll have to use that in a bunch of recipes this week. I got 3 bottles of milk, one for myself and one for each of my children's families. And this is something really unique that I thought I would try out. It looks like bacon. You can see that it looks like bacon here, but this is uncured hardwood smoked beef brisket bacon. So it is beef bacon, which I have never tried out, but this looks wonderful. So I thought that I would try this out. I thought me and my husband would really enjoy this for a nice brunch sometime this month. And then this is my first time trying out one of their raw cheeses. I've heard such good things about their cheese that I really wanted to try this out. So this is the raw milk cheddar cheese, aged over 60 days, it says. And so I will be shredding this up and using this in my recipes, as well as slicing it up for lunches and things like that. So excited to try out this big raw cheese here. And then also I got 3 more of the butters that I love, the Mother's Choice sweet cream butter. So that is this Azure Standard haul. And then next I'll be sharing with you my next Azure Standard haul I pick up every 2 weeks. So I'll be back with the next Azure Standard haul. So here is my next order from Azure Standard for May, and as you can see, I have got a lot of live plants. I had placed an order once before for just a couple of live plants, and those didn't arrive, so I decided to give it one more try, and I ordered a lot of really nice things to put in the garden. So here is this box. You can see they all arrive beautifully, and they're super healthy here. Got some nasturtium, which was really nice because my local store was out of nasturtium. Got some acorn squash, a few little cosmos plants here, some tomatillos, and a couple jalapeno peppers. Now I think I have all the jalapeno peppers I'll need, which is really nice. Got a couple of herbs here. Some of this here, I think it is pronounced mullein or something like that. This is just something that I've been reading about and wanted to grow. And then some comfrey here, which is really pretty. Then over here, I've got a few zinnias, which will be really nice in the garden, and then some zucchini. I decided I normally plant my zucchini and squash from seed, and I'll still probably be popping in a couple of seeds, but we have had an incredibly rainy and cold spring. Usually my whole garden is in by now and starting to flourish with warmer temperatures that we get usually here in May, along with a nice amount of rain. But this time we're having a lot of rain, a lot of storms. We've had many hailstorms and things like that. And I've only had about a day or two a week to go out and get in my garden with it dry enough to actually work in it. So I figured I would have some squash plants as backup just in case I cannot get my seeds to start in this colder weather outside. So otherwise, most of these are things that I would normally have purchased in a nursery for my garden. So I will be doing a garden tour here coming up anytime now. I've been working really hard, like I said, the couple of days that it's sunny. If it's sunny, I'm out in my garden working away. I've been getting a lot of weeding done and planting done, and I'm very, very excited for this planting season for this summer. The garden is looking really beautiful, and I'm very excited about all the things I'm growing this year. So I will be sharing that soon in an upcoming video. So that is part of my Azure Standard haul this time. A lot of wonderful plants for the garden. And then the rest of the order was pretty small. As you know, if you've seen my previous Azure Standard hauls, as well as some of my pantry stock up videos, we're pretty well stocked up here for now. So I just needed a few things. I was so happy to get another bag of their semi-sweet chocolate chips. These are wonderful. They were out of stock for a little while, and I'm very glad to have another 5-pound bag of that. Our whole family absolutely loves these chocolate chips. I have a sales flyer for June, a head of cabbage here for a recipe that I'm doing here coming up very soon. This is some ground pepper. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce that. Guajillo or something like that. Guajillo. I'm not 100% sure, but it's supposed to be a really nice pepper to use. It says it's got a tangy flavor and sweet heat and a slight hint of smokiness, and it's lower on the heat scale, which sounds perfect for my family. So I will be testing this out in some upcoming soups and chilies. I needed some sauerkraut. Go through sauerkraut a lot in the summer when we're roasting up sausages and things like that on the grill. Got a bottle of our milk here, some lemon juice to have on hand for cooking and things like that. Some more of the Lakewood Pure Pineapple Juice, and I'm super happy to have another bottle of this in, the Lakewood Pure Pink Grapefruit. This is delicious. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite juices to drink right now. So very happy to have another one of those. Then I got 2 more big blocks of cheese here. I got one last time in my order, a white cheddar. This time I stocked up on pepper jack, and this is a delicious smoked cheddar cheese that I will be making a delicious macaroni and cheese recipe using this, some smoked macaroni and cheese. I'm hoping to share that recipe as well. So about half of this I will probably shred up or process in some way to get in the freezer, because even cooking for big family meals on the weekends, I still think it's going to take a little while to go through these big blocks of cheese. So I definitely want to preserve some of that in the freezer. But otherwise, I'm very excited to have these on hand for different cooking recipes throughout the rest of spring and summer. And then our last item here, I stocked up on 3 more containers of beef broth. I can make my own beef broth with beef bones that I have in my freezer, but I love to have this on hand in the pantry for quick recipes if I don't have time to make a broth. So those are the items that I stocked up on for this week's Azure Standard haul. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at everything that I found for this month. If you'd like information about Azure Standard, you can click on my personal link in the description box below to find out how to get started on Azure Standard. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.